How often do you pay attention to your habits? Habits are pretty easy to overlook because habits are typically performed without much thought. Today, I want to talk with you about 7 habits that could be giving you anxiety. These are habits that you might engage in every day without even realizing it. These are habits that can increase your stress levels, contribute to your negative thought patterns, and cause you to feel more anxious. So what are these habits? Let's dive in. Habit number 1, bad sleep habits. Did you know that your sleeping patterns and your mental health go hand in hand? Yes, research has consistently shown that not getting enough sleep can significantly impact how you feel. Think about how you feel when you only get a couple of hours of sleep versus a good night's sleep. I know for a fact that I am moody when I don't get enough sleep. And when you don't get enough sleep, you might be thinking, well, it's not a big deal. But not getting enough sleep can negatively impact your performance, and it can also make your anxiety worse. So what are some common causes of insufficient sleep? Not having a consistent sleep schedule, not making sleep a priority, and spending time watching television or using your phone or your laptop right before it's time for you to go to bed. So if you want to improve your sleep habits, try implementing an evening routine that helps you wind down and get a good night's sleep. Habit number 2, too much caffeine. If you enjoy caffeine, you are not alone. A lot of people drink a cup or 2 of coffee to get their day started. Some studies have found that caffeine in moderation has health benefits. However, researchers have also found that too much caffeine can increase anxiety symptoms. Caffeine is a stimulant, so it can increase your heart rate and it can make you feel more alert. But too much caffeine can impact your sleep. It can make you feel more restless and possibly exhibit stronger symptoms of anxiety. If you are like me, you might not be ready to kick your caffeine habit, but you can definitely limit your caffeine intake and be mindful of how much caffeine you are consuming on a daily basis. Okay, let's take a minute to pause from the 7 habits and let's talk about some general solutions to anxiety that you can implement today. Self-care activities are a great practice, especially if you know you're going to have anxious times in the figure. Activities such as breathing exercises, meditation, or even just taking some time away from your phone and social media to go for a walk can help in a big way to reduce the chance and severity of your anxiety being triggered. As good as self-care activities can be, they aren't the end-all solution to anxiety. When you are in the middle of an anxiety attack or you can feel anxiety creeping up on you, coping mechanisms like distraction and mindfulness can offer a healthy and practical solution. Once you feel your anxiety trigger go off, it is also important to talk to trusted loved ones or healthcare professionals who can validate your emotions and help you get through the anxiety. One of the biggest factors of being able to handle anxiety is understanding what is causing it. Finding your triggers can help you understand your anxiety better. But if you feel like your anxiety is out of control, talking to a medical professional can help. There are an array of treatments from medication to behavioral treatments. It's important to know that you aren't alone in seeking help. In fact, 13% of adults aged 18 and over in the U.S. use this kind of medication. That's a lot of people. By investing in our community health care, both mental and physical, we can strengthen our communities and also provide help to those who need it most. Source: cdc.gov. Habit number 3, overscheduling yourself. When you overschedule yourself, you basically take on more than you can handle. Sometimes we overschedule ourselves out of excitement about an opportunity, and sometimes we overschedule ourselves because we don't want to let a friend, a coworker, or a family member down. The truth is that you can only do so much within a 24-hour period. There will be instances when you have to pass up something that you would have typically said yes to, because if you commit to it, you will find yourself in a state of overwhelm. Overscheduling yourself leads to excessive stress, which is a setup for anxiety. So even if you're feeling like you can squeeze one more thing in, sometimes it's just not worth it to overpack your schedule. It's important to be honest with yourself and others about what you can realistically handle and how much time you will need to get everything on your to-do list done. I recommend scheduling breaks into your day, even if it's just a 10 to 15-minute break that will allow you to get refreshed and prepared for your next activity. Habit number 4, never turning off. It may not feel like a big deal to not schedule me time, but never having any downtime can take a toll on your health. Never turning off makes it really difficult to enjoy life. So be sure to schedule life into your life. Give yourself a timeout every day. When you finish working or studying, put everything away and find an activity that you can engage in that is not work-related. You can exercise, you can meet up with friends, you can take a nap. The key is to step away from work mode. What I've discovered is that stepping away and coming back with a fresh set of eyes actually improves your productivity level and the quality of your work. Habit number 5, identifying with negative self-talk. The habit of talking down to yourself throughout the day can also cause you to feel more anxious. I found this to be true. You can think yourself into a state of anxiety, or you can think yourself into a state of hope. Do you talk to yourself as well as you talk to others? Do you treat yourself as well as you treat others? Positive thinking is essential for mitigating stress. All of us deal with some level of negative self-talk. However, some people believe and agree with the negative thoughts that pop into their minds, while others choose to capture and release the thoughts that are not serving them. So, the key here is to not identify with your negative self-talk. Habit number 6, spending too much time on social media. According to a report by the American Psychological Association, the habit of constantly checking for notifications is associated with reports of higher stress levels. Social media can be fun, but spending too much time on social media networks can become a source of your anxiety. When you are constantly engaging with social media, you can experience a wide range of emotions, from wondering why people aren't responding to your posts to comparing yourself to others or wondering if you're doing enough. In most instances, you are viewing someone's highlight reel, so it's really unfair for you to compare your real life to someone's social media post. I get it. It can be difficult to put your phone down, but occasionally doing so will have a positive impact on your mental health. Habit number 7, spending too much time alone. This one may have caught you by surprise. A little more me time is a good thing, but make sure you're getting in some time with your loved ones too. If you are already feeling down, isolation can actually make things worse. However, social support has been proven to help with feelings of anxiety And maintaining close relationships can actually pick you up and steer your mind away from your anxious thoughts. Wow, we've covered a lot. If you found yourself practicing any of the habits I've talked about today, awareness is the first step to creating change. I want to challenge you to replace your negative habits with habits that are healthier. Now, if you begin making positive changes, but you still find that you're feeling anxious, you might want to connect with a healthcare professional.